Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of Connecting During Crisis for our 53rd episode. My name is Joseph Luciano, alongside with our honorary co-host, Miss Aisha Saran. Please introduce yourselves.
Thank you so much, Joe. My name is Aisha Saran, and I'm excited to be here for this show. And to my right, we have
Mr. Anthony DiFlorio.
Mollie, thanks for having me.
Martin Lee. Hi, everybody.
Michelle Clark. Hello.
And I'm Priscila Ayala.
Thank you. The topic of today is live music conversations. The intro, the artist, band performing, the set list, the venue, the audience experience, the overall vibe, the sound quality, the visual elements of the show, your personal reaction to the performance, and last but not least, your memorable moments. On the first question, what was the highlight of the concert for you? Let's start with you, Aisha.
Okay, so this is of any concert I've had, right? I'd say a really memorable one was one I saw Rihanna like in 2011. I was still in college. So I really, really enjoyed it. It was a really, really good show. Molly, how about you?
Oh, wow. One of my most favorite artists is, it's been some years. I went to Atlantic City to see Alicia Keys for my birthday. And I mean, it was all that. The highlight of it was when the grand piano came from out of the floor with the smoke coming up and the lights. I mean, it was really, really nice. Very, very excited. That was amongst one of them. I've been to many. So Alicia Keys is one of my favorite artists. I love her.
That sounds really exciting. How about you, Martin?
So here's the thing, and I'm going to take y'all back because, like you say, you were in college. I was in college too. I'm not a big concert goer, but I remember that Busta Rhymes came to Temple University back in '95. Wow. And everything he did a big concert, but all I remember was him saying, "Hi!" And I was just cracking up. We just had a good time. Just had a ball, but I'm not a real big concert goer, but I might have been to a few, but that's one that really stood out.
Okay. And one more. May I pick Miss Priscilla?
Oh. Say the question again.
So think of a concert you've ever went to,
Okay.
and what was a highlight of that concert?
The highlight of the concert I went to was a long time ago. Someone got me tickets to see Bon Jovi because I really wanted to see Bon Jovi, and they were in Philly. And they said, you're going to have great seats. I didn't know that. But the highlight was I was sitting on the fourth row from the center. And that was the highlight for me because I got to see everything from the concert. And it was just awesome.
The fourth row is really close.
Yeah.
That's a good seat. So the second question we have now for those.
I'm sorry about that. Did you say something about your?
No. Well,
May I answer? I'm sorry.
you want me to answer?
Yeah.
Okay. I was 11 and I saw the Jackson 5.
I know that.
And yeah, Michael was really cute back then. And the highlight of it was when a speaker exploded. Someone tried to get on the speaker, and moments before he got on it, it blew up. And we thought it was part of the show, but it wasn't. It was the highlight of the concert.
Is this the infamous one when his hair?
Hmm?
Okay, it's not. Okay, I'm thinking about something else. Then I wanted to make sure
he
it
was a
wasn't
kid.
that. Okay.
He was still a kid. I was 11, and my best friend's father took us because the boys in our neighborhood were going out to basketball games, and the girls were left behind. So he felt sorry for us and took us girls out to see the Jackson 5
Okay.
because we were all Michael.
That's good. That's good.
And finally, Anthony.
Well, best concert I attended was just last Wednesday. I went to McGill's Ale House, and then Michelle Clark got up and nailed it. Signed, sealed, delivered on yours. It was really memorable.
I'm sure.
Number one
Let me
fan.
get my input. My favorite one was Mark Anthony
Okay.
Y'all
Oh,
remember
wow.
I Need to Know? Tell me what you need because I need to know. It was a First Union Center in Philly. It was a lot of people came on that day. It was all ladies. It's like all crazy. Everybody put all everything. It was one of those long stories. It was actually a hot concert. Like, everything was going on. A lot of songs they put out, all Latin songs, and everything put together. All the ladies went crazy at the end, hugging him or nonstop.
That sounds interesting. Now, let me ask you this. Now, when it comes to the concerts that you all have mentioned, would you say that the energy was high throughout the concert, or, what's your critique? And I'll start with Michelle about that Jackson 5 concert.
Well, that was my first concert ever. And like I said, I was 11. It was my very first concert. So I was like, yay, all excited. And so was the other group. The girls were like, yeah, we're going to see Michael. We're going to get backstage. We were making plans and things that would never happen. But we were excited throughout the whole thing. But when the speaker went up, that's all we could talk about towards the end.
Okay. How about you, Martin?
Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? You've been to a Busta Rhymes concert? I mean, there's certain people that just go out there and do their thing, but my man, he performed. I mean, he that's only dancing, the rhymes, it's everything. I mean, it was just a good time. He brought his people with him. And so, like I said earlier, you just had a great time. So I just had an awesome time doing it. But, it just brings that energy all the time. You even see him on his videos and stuff. So, in the concert, he brought a whole lot more.
Mollie, how about you with Alicia Keys?
Oh, wow. You talking about the energy. I think what's in Atlantic City, Bally's. I mean, the room was really nice that they had. Held a lot of people, but it was shoulder to shoulder energy. I mean, everybody was excited. I mean, this is Alicia Keys we're talking about. My hair dropped. I was so sweaty when I came out of there. Okay, I must have lost about 10 pounds from dancing. But the energy, the room, it was just wonderful. Everybody had a good time. Like I said, I've been to a lot of concerts, but that one had me just so excited. I just love her. Maybe it was just my energy.
No, that's all you need, though. I'm excited to hear about Anthony and Miss Michelle Clark, the energy she had on that stage. What was it about Michelle's energy?
It was dynamic. I mean, you're in a place and all the drunks stop talking. Everybody focused up on that stage to hear Michelle just slam it out of the park. It was amazing.
And finally, Miss Priscila.
Oh, the energy. Wow. It was not at all like listening to the radio in the car. It was so much energy. The performance was outstanding. And they brought so much energy to each and every song. It was really electrifying. It was a different experience altogether. I never forget it. Never forget it.
Yeah, Bon Jovi has that reputation.
Yeah.
And Joe, what's some more details about the Mark Anthony concert you went to?
I had a lot. I almost lost my voice since howling, yelling, screaming. But overall, it was a lot of atmosphere. A lot of gatherings and so forth.
Okay. And I guess I'll add the highlight from Rihanna's concert back in 2011. Mm-hmm. She kind of paid homage to Sheila E. I don't even think Rihanna drums, but she did that concert. So she took drums out, and it was during her loud era with the red hair. So it was different, but it was really, really fun.
Nice.
We'll do my next question. How do the sound quality compare to what you expected? Let's do this, Aisha.
I mean, it was really what I expected personally for her at that time. So it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. It just was a lot of good vibes. She pretty much played or performed the songs I wanted to hear. But it wasn't anything over the top that really stands out to me personally.
Mollie?
Oh, wow. Sound quality. The quality of the sound was awesome. I mean, you could hear the acoustics bouncing off the walls. Okay. This was all that and more. So it's memorable for me. Just the energy that was in the room, the music, the sounds, the lighting, everything was perfect. She killed it. Definitely.
That's good. Martin?
Well, I mean, exactly what you get. I mean, you see Busta already, so you know what you're going to get. Like I said earlier, with the videos and the stuff that he does on the radio back in the day, he brought it. And the thing that made it, I guess, even more special was because it was almost, I don't want to say the birth, but it was in the early days of the Leo Chorus Center. So, at that time they had a lot of new equipment and stuff. So you could definitely hear everything that was going on, everything he was doing on stage. You saw just the entire presentation made a great experience.
Hey, Martin, I got a question. She went to see him back in Atlanta back in July.
No, I didn't see him. I didn't go see him. I was in Atlanta for an event in this hotel, and here comes Busta Rhymes with his whole crew. Wow. And they made us wait until they got up. And I didn't see him, but I was talking to his number one guy.
Spliff?
Yeah. And he was like, come in the elevator with us. So I thought Busta was in, but he wasn't in there. But it was really funny.
That is so random. That's a cool experience.
I was just talking about it. Anthony.
Well, the sound was your basic $100 DJ setup, but Michelle's voice just cut right through it. I mean, it was Shelly Fresh to the 10th degree.
That's my nickname, my stage name.
Sound quality experience.
About the Jacksons concert, I really can't say because from what I know now and what I knew back then, I was 11. All I know was Michael.
Yeah.
And they put on a good concert. It was exciting, and that's all I can remember. And as far as the sound quality, I mean, you could hear him breathing. It was that good, and that speaker was humongous. It was like the size of a 6-foot man, so everything was great.
That's good. You got something to say?
Oh, yeah, I should have said it before. But the sound quality was so good. And I didn't know that I was so close to the stage. I couldn't hear anything. My hearing was muffled for 3 to 4 days afterwards because it was a really great sound quality. But they also had like smoke coming out the screen. They had these big giant things that look like paper mache, like not satanic, but like the devil, because he had one song and you saw horns, and I was like, what is going on? It wasn't satanic, but I take that back. But it was a lot of fun. The vibe was really high energy, and the sound was great, and I couldn't hear.
Well, my favorite sound experience was that it was loud, but I couldn't hear myself like the next day. But technically, I was like, okay, ever since the sound was good, with the mics and stuff. That's I know. You do the last question.
Last one? Yeah. Okay, let's see. It says, were there any special effects or visual elements that stood out of the concert that you went to? So I'm going to start first. The concert I went to, it was 2025, so that was 14 years ago. So we just know how technology has advanced so quickly. You know what I mean? So compared to how a lot of concerts are now, it wasn't anything super over the top. I think like Rihanna herself is just like, she's the visual effect. So it was the fashions. It was their style. I'm sure it was some smoke going on too kind of thing, but it wasn't like when Diana Ross walked through the screen back in the 70s. It wasn't like that. But it was a good time. But I want to hear from you guys because y'all had some really cool experiences. I'm gonna start with Miss Shelly Fresh with the Jackson 5 experience.
Well, at first I balked at being in the nosebleed seats, but come to find out that was the best spot ever because we got to see every last one of them, no matter where we sat or moved. We didn't have to like jump up or go to the left. It was perfect. We were right on top of them.
Okay.
So that was the best part besides the speaker blowing up and we caught all the dances. We were trying to copy them while we was up in the nosebleed seats, and the dad was like, stay still, you're gonna fall, over. But we couldn't help it. I mean, the energy was there. So we were like, yeah. And everybody's like, how do you remember the Jackson 5 back then? I said, because I still had the ticket. Mm-hmm. I do. I have the ticket stub.
Well, that's a hard group to forget. That's a staple in history.
Yes.
Miss Mollie, what about Alicia Keys? Any visual effects?
Oh wow, I had a great view. I was like right there almost on the stage.
Wow.
So I seen everything. I seen all the lightings and all the different colors. It looked like fire was coming out of the floor,
Wow.
with the smoke all everywhere. I mean, it was awesome. With the grand piano just turning around on the stage. Like I said, this actually came out of the floor, and like with the smoke and lights just beaming off the wall. I mean, just crazy effect. I mean, she really did her thing out there.
And the way you're talking about it, I can tell it had to be a good show because you remember those details.
Yeah, definitely all that.
And definitely with Busta as far as he's animated anyway.
Well,
So
he is
what visual effects did you see?
Well, here's the thing. I didn't see the visual effects. I was kind of far away, like Shelly said. I was far away. I just remember, we were dancing in the aisles, whatever. We had the visual effects, whatever. We heard him, whatever, when he, like I said earlier, when he hollered hi, whatever. I could see a clear picture of him, but I didn't see a whole lot on the stage, whatever. I know it was for a while, maybe it was for maybe an hour or two concert, but we jammed in the seating, so in the audience, so. That's kind of what I remember, but as far as the stage and the close-ups and everything, I don't remember too much of that.
Okay.
I didn't get to see all that.
So Miss Shelley Fresh's concert. What was special effects?
Well, I mean,
Visual effects.
they did have some cheap Christmas lights, and the lyrics were on the screen, but really, when Michelle is on stage, she's her own visual effect. You can't notice anything else.
Star.
Absolutely.
Miss Priscilla and then of course Joey. So what was it about the Bon Jovi concert?
I think I already said it was the smoke coming up from everywhere and those big paper mache things. But and the other special effects, like they play the guitar and then they jump off a speaker or something weird.
Did they crowd surf and stuff? Did that happen in that concert?
No, they were trying to, but they didn't. I remember that because they were like trying to throw themselves at the crowd, but they did not.
Well, my eyes just know the special effects is all the females getting out.
So all the women, they were the effects.
Guys, final remarks. Wrap it up. Final remarks.
No, none at all. I just had a wonderful time being here.
Anthony?
I feel like I'm on jury right here. So, Your Honor, we find the defendant, Joseph Luciano, guilty of the Federal RICO Act for racketeering.
Okay. Whatever that is.
Well,
great being here. Great show. Thank you, everyone, for having me. And
thank you.
Yep.
Michelle, final remarks.
I didn't know I was going to be put on the spot, but this has been a great show. And thank you, Anthony, for being my number one fan. Actually, a groupie. Thank you very much.
Last one, Martin. Remarks.
As always, Joe, just awesome shows. We've been doing this since day one, since during the pandemic, during the crisis thing. So we did it online, and now we get to do it in these studios, and it's even greater with all of the people, all around us, whatever, just talking and just doing this thing. So great show. Thanks for inviting me back.
If you guys remember, we did the first episode was in the beginning on a Zoom platform.
Platform. That's
Remember
right.
this? I was like fooling around on the recording on what was going on, and I was using it as a YouTube thing. And then you see how many viewers we had?
We had over 1 billion.
Wow.
We had a lot. Let's put
That's
it
a
to you
lot.
this way. We had a lot of views that we weren't expecting because it was just for fun at first. And when those numbers shot up so quick, we were like, let's continue. Let's keep this going. We can't just stop here.
All right.
Well, we're going to come right back for a second. We're supposed to have a special music guest on the show.
Miss Phee Brown.
Yes. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Connecting During Crisis. I am here with the lovely Miss Phee Brown, Philadelphia bred, independent musical artist, and she will be performing 3 songs, 2 covers, and 1 original.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How's everybody feeling out there this afternoon? I'm glad to be here with you. Thank you. This is a remake of a song from back in the 60s by the Shirelles. Tonight you're mine completely. You give your love so sweetly. Tonight the light of love is in your eyes. Will you still love me tomorrow? Is this a lasting treasure or just a moment's pleasure? Can I believe the magic of your sight? Will you still love me tomorrow? Tonight with words unspoken, you said that I'm the only one. But will my heart be broken when the night meets the morning sun? I like to know that your love is a love I can be sure of. So tell me now, and I won't ask again. Will you still love me tomorrow? Will you still love me tomorrow? Tonight with words unspoken, you said that I'm the only one. But will my heart be broken when the night meets the morning sun? I like to know that your love is a love I can be sure of. So tell me now, and I won't ask again. Will you still love me tomorrow? Will you still love me tomorrow? Will you still love me tomorrow? How y'all feeling out there? Fellas, y'all all right? Ladies, y'all good? All right, y'all. I'm getting tired of you don't never buy me nothing. See, every time you come around, you got to bring Jim, James, Paul, and Tyrone. See, why can't we be by ourselves sometime? See, I've been having this on my mind for a long time. I just want it to be you and me like it used to be, baby. But you don't know how to act. So matter of fact, I think you better call Tyrone and tell him, come on, help you get your You need to call Tyrone and tell him I said, come on. See, every time I ask you for a little cash, you said no and turn right around and ask me for some. Oh, but hold up, listen, partner, I ain't no cheap thrill. 'Cause Miss Phee Brown's always coming for real, and you know the deal. Every time we go somewhere, I gotta reach down in my purse and pay your way in your homeboy's way, and sometimes your cousin's way. They don't ever have to pay, don't have no car, hang around the bars trying to hang around the stars. Like Phee, I'ma tell you the truth, show and prove, or get the boot. I think you better call Tyrone and tell him, come on, help you get your You need to call Tyrone. Hold up, but you can't use my phone. This next song I would like to do is an original called Another Sad Love Song. I hope you enjoy it. I woke up this morning with you heavy on my mind. Feels like I'm losing it, but I know I'll be fine. Memories, oh memories, wish we can go back in time to the days that we used to hold hands like we used to, make love like we used to, talk like we used to. It's kinda hard getting used to. I'm lonely without you. It's just another sad love song. So sick and tired of being alone. It's just another sad love song. Wish you would come back home. It's just another sad love song. So sick and tired of being alone. It's just another sad love song. Wish you would come back home. Sunday late night, you're still on my mind. I'm trying to get used to this. Feels like I'm wasting my time. Memories, oh memories. I know we can't go back in time to the days that we used to kiss like we used to. Just another sad love song. I'm sick and tired of being alone. It's just another sad love song. Wish you would come back home. It's just another sad love song. So sick and tired of being alone. It's just another sad love song. Wish you would come back home. Want you, I want you, I miss you, I miss you, I love you, I love you. Come on home, baby. I want you, I want you, I miss you, I miss you, I love you, I love you. Come on home, home. Just another love song. I'm so tired. Ooh, come on home. Just another. I'm sick and tired. Just another love, sad love song. Just another sad love song.
That was incredible.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing your gift and your talents. And how can we just stay in contact with you, stay connected to you, social media? How can we?
FeeBrownTheArtist.com. Phee Brown the Artist on Facebook, on Instagram, as well as, my email address is FeeBrownTheArtist@gmail.com.
Okay. I'm a fan. So I'll be
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Michelle Clark, and I'm a member of Philly Camp, and I would like to invite you to become a member too. You will learn a new skill, make new friends, and you don't know where your inspirations will come from. So come on over to Philly Camp and find out. Come to one of our workshops, learn all about media that you didn't know before. So come on then.